YouTube, what's going on, Sandz? Got some tips and tricks for you today, as well as some news. So first off, if you're working on gold camo and you're trying to get the long shots, this is definitely the map to complete it. So you can see right there, definitely got the long shot from that garbage can, and anything beyond that would be considered a long shot. And I have a pretty nice opening right here. Get a little 6th Street going on right off the bat. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to link it together to get the Mega Killer, which I'm still working on. Felt like I was going to be able to accomplish it here with light machine guns just because of the sheer capacity of the magazines, but unfortunately that hasn't been the case. I just recently completed diamond camo for him, and am not looking back because the light machine guns and I just we really don't get along. So you can see from right there from that window as well. Shot a guy down the street, and that counted as a long shot. So that's another position that you can take up if you're trying to work on that the long shot medals for the gold camo. So one other tip that I wanted to provide you guys with today was I noticed that a lot of people, as soon as they earn a score streak, are really quick to call it in. So, whether it's a care package or a UAV or, something else, a lot of people just tend to want to call it in instantly. Now, my suggestion is, don't call it in instantly. Actually, wait for a second and evaluate your surroundings. Take a look around and make sure that there's no additional enemies, or someone that's going to kill you. And then, once you feel that it's safe enough, go ahead and call in your score streak. Too often than not, there's bad things that happen. So here's another vantage point, of course, looking down the street. If you shoot anyone that's beyond that tank down there at the very end of the street, that constitutes a long shot. And same thing if you're, at tank distance, and then you're finally, looking down at the end of the road, and you get a shot in there, then it's considered a long shot as well. So several places on this map to get long shots, so take advantage of that. And you should literally be able to finish it off in one round. So right here with this machine gun, I was actually still going for the headshots, as you can see. But like I said, thankfully, finished with diamond and not looking back. So I wanted to talk again also about a COD survey that was actually released. And I'm not sure if any of you were fortunate enough to be on the list to answer some of the questions, but it kind of provided some insight into some things that may be happening in the future regarding the Call of Duty franchise. So one of them was that they were wondering whether or not you as a player or a consumer would actually be interested in purchasing Call of Duty, over the network or from a server instead. So kind of like Steam, instead of having to go to the store, you would just be able to download it directly to your console. So that'll be an interesting decision or interesting concept. I know that I've gone to a couple of the midnight releases, and for Call of Duty, they tend to be pretty good. They tend to have a lot of different activities going on. I went to one in Oregon that had the party bus, that came in, and then I went to another one out here on the East Coast that, while it didn't have the same amenities, was definitely packed, and a lot of people were there. So that'll be interesting to see. Kind of wondering, how many of you actually went out there and got it on launch night, and if you think that would be, something that you would be interested in. They also were talking about what to give to those players that decide that they want to purchase, the care package version of the Call of Duty game. So this year it was the care package. I think last year it was just Call of Duty Elite, I believe. So they were trying to figure out what would sway you as a consumer to purchase it. So a couple of ideas were thrown around, and some of them were have a collectible set, so kind of like vehicles, characters, scenery, etc., that would be included in the game. Another one was a sentry gun that you could have on your desk or something like that, and then also a character statuette. So the thing that kind of jumped out at me was the idea of a sentry gun. Definitely, leads me to believe that they're still going to continue to be looking at it as a more modern day type franchise, instead of bringing it back in time to say World at War or anything like that. It sounds like they're going to stick with more of the modern or perhaps futuristic themes for the next Call of Duty. So pretty interested to see how that all progresses and what else happens. Now, in regards to the map pack that's dropping for Xbox Revolution on 1/29, definitely looking forward to that. I know that for all of you PlayStation and PC owners, you guys are probably a little bit frustrated at the exclusive deals that Microsoft keeps on securing. Um, but I guess that's just unfortunately the nature of the beast. So they will be, of course, releasing that on 129 for all Xbox owners, and then for all PlayStation and PC owners about a month late. Now, for all of you PlayStation PC owners, as I'm sure most of you know, at least you do have Nuketown Zombies out, which was released a couple of days ago. So you guys can take advantage of that if nothing else. So also wanted to talk a little bit about the nuclear free-for-all challenge. So I'm not sure how many of you guys are aware of it, but there's a calling card out there that's available. It looks almost like the Nuked Out calling card. The Nuked Out, of course, is 30 kills, coming from a weapon in a game. Now, the Nuked Out one is actually 30 kills in free-for-all without using any score streaks. So now that's not exactly true. So you can use score streaks, and in fact it's suggested that you use score streaks, but you have to remember that your score streaks will not count towards your total. So you have to be really careful, because as you know, with free for all it's 30 kills and then the game's over. So you can use something like UAV or orbital VSAT or counter UAV or something like that, and that'll definitely help you out. EMP or whatever. But that 30 and 0 will get you that really elite nuclear title. So I really haven't tried to get it yet, and I haven't messed around with it. I've been focusing mostly on just completing the diamond camo for all these for all the primary weapons. But it's something that I think that I'll definitely start trying here again. I played a lot of hardcore free for all, not too much of the regular, but did play a lot of hardcore free for all. And hopefully they bring that back, but chances are is that I'll be playing here on regular here pretty soon. So in other news, I was able to finally complete diamond camo for the light machine guns. It was a brutal couple weeks there. I'm just absolutely terrible with light machine guns for whatever reason. I just get too bulk bound and too slow. So happy to be done with those. And now moving on to the shotguns and sniper rifles. So again, you guys, I feel like if you're going for diamond, me personally, I think that hardcore is really the way to do it, especially with headshots and everything else, long shots and some of these other things. It's a lot easier for you to get those kills and get those challenges complete. So that's pretty much it for this. So I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the game footage, which should be ending here pretty soon. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys like the channel. Go ahead and subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and I will keep you guys posted on any updates in the Call of Duty community. And I hope to see you during the next video. Thanks for watching.
Big win, job done.